Take out the sewn head and body, along with the crocheted headgear. Place the headgear around the head. Thread the yarn tail through the sewing needle. Pick up the bottom loop on the opposite side. Neaten it up a bit. Tie a dead knot with 2 yarn tails. Then thread both yarn tails through the sewing needle. Thread the yarn tail inside the fabric. Break yarn. This will secure the headgear in place. Next, sew on the nose. The nose is sewn onto the second round below the eyes. Here is the first round below the eyes. And here is the second round below the eyes. Insert the needle at the middle position. Pull the yarn out from below the second round. Pass the yarn through above the second round. Then secure both ends. Pass the yarn back through. Pass the yarn to the left and right sides. Secure both ends again. Remove the needle. Thread the other yarn tail through the sewing needle. Insert the needle and pull it out from the same spot. Tie a dead knot. Break yarns. Push the yarn end into the fabric. This completes sewing the nose. Now take out the black yarn. Separate one strand. Thread the yarn tail into a thin sewing needle. Insert the needle at any spot on the face. Bring out the tip of the nose above the nose. First, embroider a horizontal line. Embroider back and forth several times. Then embroider a vertical line downward. Then pass the needle through again. Pull the yarn out from the same spot. Tie a dead knot with the 2 yarn tails. Break yarns. The lion's nose is now sewn. Next, let's sew the ears onto the lion. The ears are sewn onto the headgear. Between the second and third layers of hair, counting from outside to inside. This is the first layer of hair. Then, this is the second layer. Gently separate the space between these 2 layers of hair. Make sure the ears are symmetrical, left and right. First, find the matching position. Check to see if they are symmetrical. Once the position is confirmed, we will insert the needle to sew. Thread the other yarn tail into the sewing needle. Pass it inside the headgear. Then pull the yarn tail out from the same spot. Pull it tight. Then, tie a dead knot with the 2 yarn tails. Break yarns. This completes sewing one ear. Please sew the other ear on the opposite side in the same way. Make sure both ears are symmetrical left and right. This completes sewing both ears. The little lion is completed.